Um,
Okay.
soft skills, people skills, basically, because you're gonna find yourself having to talk to people that don't know what they're doing, that don't know anything about what you're doing, but then you need to tell them what you're doing and make them understand without omitting any detail and everything. So being able to talk is very important because you will talk, you'll talk. And also, people skills again, networking with people. Coding is, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's quite challenging. We all don't get it right most of the times. And then you must be able to communicate with your colleagues. Hence, I always tell people that don't listen to people that say your colleagues are not your friends, get to your work and do your job. That's not how it works.
True.
'Cause what if you have a bug? We tend to have bugs at times. And like, hey, my code is not working the way I want it to work. What am I missing?
Yeah.
But if you don't talk to Tandy Way, how are you gonna? How
You won't
is
be
she gonna
able to
help
ask
you?
for help.
I'm not gonna stop my work for you because you don't talk to me.
Sure.
Yeah. So I have a lot of people skills. That's just on the soft skill side.
Okay.
And
Do you think there's a particular brain technically that you need to have, or really anyone can go into it?
what is 2 + 2?
It's 4.
Exactly. 4-year-old you didn't know.
Or maybe
what
22. I don't know.
what I'm getting at is that 4-year-old you didn't know that 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
But now, and then your 6-year-old, which was in grade 1, needed to count with her hands. But then over time, you can just say 4. That's how coding is. I don't think you need a particular brain. The more you do something, it's the more you actually, it's the easier it gets. So you just need to, you need to, your brain needs to function a certain way. You must be a problem solver.
Yeah.
But then how you solve the problem is you knowing the language that you're doing. For example, SQL.
Yeah.
Now I have this database and I have this data and the other data and I want them together. I know that I have to join it. But then someone who doesn't know SQL doesn't know that they have to
They
join
have
them.
to join them together.
So the more you do, practice makes perfect, basically.
Okay. All right. So what does your role entail?
So it's quite tricky.
What do you do? Because I mean, we always hear people from a legal language. I would think you analyze data like information research, but I know that you guys don't do that. It's not as simple.
I always say what you do is defined by your employer. I may be a data analyst, but then I might find myself not doing what typical data analysts do.
Okay.
So currently, I work for like a support team, and what we are responsible for is to make sure that there's data all the time. If there's no data, business calls us first, like, hey, we're not seeing this data in our reports. What's happening? So we have to go back and see what's going on. If you have to go to source, then yeah, we do that. And that's one of the things that I do. And then obviously, I actually analyze data on Power BI. So the whole process goes from me doing data cleanup on the database. That's if I need to do that.
Yeah.
Then querying whatever it is that I want based on the requirements. Then I put it on Microsoft Power BI. It's similar to Excel, but then it's more fancier.
Okay.
I put it on Microsoft Power BI and then just make it nice. And yeah, we have this dashboard that looks cute and you are able to see.
Okay.
So I see it as a table. You see it as like a couple of visuals. Hey, this is how much people that came to the office this week and everything. So that's that. And yeah.
So that's it. So what? When you explain it, it seems very simple. Really?
No, it's not.
I know that it's a bit technical, man. So if you are doing, I always see your TikTok videos where you're doing a day in a life. How does your typical day look like? What time does it start?
Twice a week, it starts at 5:00.
In the morning.
Yes, in the morning. That's where we actually have to check if the jobs ran perfectly fine, if everything is just green. And if not, by jobs, I mean it's something that ingests the data into our database. So if everything is wrong, then I have to sort it out and make sure that by 8:00, when people start working, there's already data and there are Power BI reports. They are able to be refreshed and they see the latest data. That's how my day starts from 5 to 8. At times it goes until 11.
In the evening.
No, a.m. that particular task.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, I get to do whatever project that I am working on. Currently, I'm just busy with a Power BI report. And all the data comes from Excel. I'm not good at Excel.
No, yeah, Excel has no friends, hey? Even the coders are complaining. Because I also, Excel gives me a very tough time.
So yeah, I get busy with my project that is assigned to me. But bear in mind that I said I'm in a support thingy. So whenever there's ad hoc requests that come in, I have to stop my work and try and sort that issue. We normally have, hey, this report is not refreshing, we can't see this data. Hey, the data from 28 February is missing or it's incorrect, please try and sort it out. And yep.
Okay. It would be a pity if I don't ask this question. I know that people ask this question and you mized. I was going to tell you beforehand, but I knew you were going to want to dodge it. Do they pay you guys well?
I've been mising that question.
I was looking at your TikTok. Why is she mising? But I'm the people's person. So I'll ask for them.
Well, being paid well is relative.
Okay, maybe give us an average range of a graduate going into the industry or a junior. So it doesn't have note, this is not her salary because, hey, we know you guys. So you can move away from your salary, but give us an expectation that a person can have. And if it ranges from company to company or industry to industry.
It will range from company to company and industry to industry. This is for the people that are outside the banks. Because the ones in banks, they actually do get paid very well. But in your other typical companies, you should expect about 20,000 to 25,000.
As a junior, startup?
No, as a grad.
Okay, as a grad. Okay, that's fair.
Some companies, they do pay less than I have a story to tell, but based on what I've seen and my experience, it's 20 to 25,000. And then from there, you move to junior. That's where you have an actual role. You're going to find yourself in between 25,000 to 35,000.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the salary range.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, if you guys can be able to knock off at 3:30 and have margaritas and stuff, I mean, that's actually fair, right? So what are the most important certifications that one must have if they want to go into the industry? And do you pay for these certifications?
It will depend on what the company uses or what's your interest. We have AWS, we have Microsoft. Well, Microsoft is kind of like the leader in this thing. I've been working with Microsoft for the past 3 years.
Okay.
So your most important thing is your PL300, which is the Power BI Data Analyst Associate thing certification. So that one, it gives you an understanding of the entire ecosystem on Power BI. And also it helps you think like a data analyst, how you view data and everything, how you maneuver your way around the whole reporting. It's the certification. If you do that thing, and if you actually study, the documentation, you'll be fine. That is the most important one. It's self-explanatory. And then we have your Power Platform fundamentals. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that I only work on Power BI. It goes beyond that. You find yourself being on Power Automate. Don't ask me what I'm doing there.
Okay.
So your Power Platform thing, it's basically the fundamental certification. It's basically Power BI, Power Automate, and Power Apps. These three things actually work hand in hand, depending on your requirements and everything. So having that certification will help you a lot. And I always recommend that people start with the Power Platform fundamentals before they do Power BI.
Okay.
Because it gives you an introduction to the entire ecosystem. And then you just branch into Power BI. Then another one, currently, I don't know why some companies are scared of this, but we are currently moving to cloud.
Okay.
I think you've been hearing cloud.
Yes,
cloud
we hear
solutions.
cloud, but we don't know what's happening there.
Cloud. So being in the cloud, it's like having your data on cloud. I don't know where they store it. It's not on premise. So
Okay.
we are moving to cloud, and on the Microsoft ecosystem, we have Azure. It's their data cloud solution. It's a software as a service. The tech people will understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Azure thingy, it's quite tricky working on it because they charge you as you use. If you create a database, they charge you for that.
Okay.
So if you find a company that actually uses cloud, they're not going to hire you if you don't have that certification because it's quite expensive. So if you have the Azure fundamentals, which is known as, the code is AZ900 for those who are looking, that'll be very beneficial.
Okay. AZ900. Okay, guys. AZ900. I don't know what it means, but AZ900 if you're in tech.
So yeah, these are the most three important certifications.
Yeah.
Recently, Microsoft, I think it's very important for people to do that. Microsoft introduced this Fabric solution. It's basically data engineering, data science, data analytics, all in one place. We all work there. Think of, we have one lake there. One lake, it's like one drive for your data. So the data comes from different places.
And then comes into one domain.
One place.
Okay.
And we all pull it in,
You do whatever that you want to do.
Yes.
Okay.
So they've recently introduced Fabric, and I'd like to believe that Fabric is the new future for data professionals.
Okay.
If you can, please do that certification. I'm
Fabric.
working on it. Yes. It's called DP600, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right. And then you pay for these certifications. How does it work? What is the price range like?
Yes, you do pay.
Okay.
South Africans, they get charged $55 for certification. If you're working for a nice company like my client, we get 50% off.
Okay,
but
nice.
yeah, the price is $55 for South Africans.
Okay. So these certifications, they're global, they're international. You can use them in whatever country that you'd like to utilize them.
Yes.
Okay. So actually being a data analyst is possibly the future, because then you can do data analytics in any country, given that you know the systems and all of that.
And also if the company uses the solution that you know.
Okay. And then what is the most challenging certification you've done where you saw like, yeah, these are flames? It's not, it's not happening.
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I'm still working on it. It's the Fabric.
Oh, you're recommending that people do it, but it's actually tough.
I'm finding it tough.
You know the way you're laughing at that song. So hlangane mathune.
And remember, if I have to claim for that money only if I passed.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get a free certification from my employer.
Okay, so if you don't pass, you can't claim for it.
No, if you can't.
So what happens if you fail it? You have to pay for yourself, your employer again.
No, if I fail, I have to pay again, but then I can only claim for when I pass.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense. And then how versatile is a career in data analytics? Are there other things that you can do with these certifications besides analyzing data?
Yes.
Like what?
Data engineering. For the Azure guys, data engineering, that is one of the things. And also Fabric will help you in data engineering and data science. It's quite versatile. So like I said earlier on, your role is defined by your employer. I don't just do data analytics. At times I find myself doing some data engineering. So you can be a data analyst, but then it is very important for you to know other things beyond that, because you'll find yourself doing those things. So the roles do overlap into another.
Okay, cool. So it is quite versatile. Yeah. And then how is the career progression, right? So obviously you move from a grad program and then you go into an actual role as a data analyst. And then from there, what do you become? Is there anything, or you hit the ceiling?
No, you have not. You have not.
So what are your aspirations maybe from data analyst to how does it work? Where to after being a data analyst?
Please note that I just started working in 2023.
Okay.
So I've been an actual data analyst for like a year now. But currently, I'm just trying to be good at what I do.
Okay.
The future, though, is me being an executive.
Oh, okay.
managing people.
Oh, okay, nice. So are you able to move from being a data analyst all the way to exec, or there's a mid role? How do you?
You start from junior, and then you go to intermediate, and then you go to senior, and then from senior, it's actually you being the big guy. You might need to oversee people. It also depends on the company that you're working for. And then from there, you go straight to management, actually having to manage people and not doing actual work. You just delegate and delegate.
Okay.
And then from there, that's where your soft skills come in, because you have to start knowing how to budget, doing budgets and everything. What's the solution that would actually, lower some costs and
Yes.
everything? Which servers do you invest in, and how much money in that?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, okay, there is quite a good progression, right? So, I don't know if you would have this information, but how many years does it take for you to move from being a junior analyst to being a senior analyst? Or is it dependent on your performance?
It depends on your performance.
Okay.
But I think typically, it depends on your performance and the company that you're working for. It's always the case. But then I think typically 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
That's you being a junior and how you progress there. And then from there, 4 to 6, 7 years, it's intermediate. I don't know. If someone knows.
Yes, they can tell us in the comment section how the data progression works, how the career progression works. Because I think it is very important to know the number of years in between. Because sometimes we're taught we have to be certain things and we think we have to wait.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a way to actually take, not a shorter route per se, but instead of waiting for 5 years, just waiting. Maybe there's a way to do it in 3 years or in 2.5 or in 4 years.
Just your performance. You shouldn't wait. I think waiting is not the game.
Okay.
You shouldn't wait. You have to push, be seen. Make sure that you're seen, and in a good way. Let your work speak for you, and also speak for yourself.
Okay.
Because you may be speaking, your work may be speaking, but then we don't know Tanwe like that. We know Tanwe is good at Power BI, and that's about it. So push. You have to push and push. Talk to your employer like, hey, bruh, and I've been a junior. What's the plan?
Okay, no, love that. And I think just to put an emphasis, it is very important to speak to your managers or your superiors, especially if you've been a junior for 2 years. Ask, what else can you do? How can you help? And another thing that you can do, if you have capacity, if you've done your role and you can do your role very well, you can always ask to assist senior people with their stuff. And obviously that's a side thing. Don't be saying, hey, you guys don't pay me well for this. It's for your own benefit. Then take an hour or two to learn from them or help them, so that by the time a role is made available, you're actually able to go on and say, I've got this experience. I learned this over this time. And also, if that particular manager sees a role, they're able to recommend you because they've worked with you. They know that you're keen and you have the willingness to learn. So, yeah, raise your hand wherever possible. And then what is the most challenging and the most rewarding thing about your job?
Currently, the most challenging thing. Other jobs. Other jobs. It's quite stressful. I think it's not the actual task itself, but the pressure that comes with it.
Yeah.
Once it says 8 o'clock, even before then, I'm going to get emails. Hey, we're not seeing this. Hey, we're not seeing that. Now you're busy. Sorry. Hey, how far is this? So it's just the pressure from people that is a bit challenging, not the actual work.
Okay. All right. So the pressure that comes with the job is what's challenging.
Yeah.
And then what is the most rewarding thing about your job?
Seeing things work. Hey, you literally build something at times from scratch. Just seeing things work is the most amazing thing. I'd be querying data, wanting it to act a certain way, and then it's not doing that. But then the moment it works.
What has been the highlight of your career where you are like, oh, okay, I'm a big girl now. Like, I'm a data analyst. Like, people can call me and rely on me without doubting or any fear or anxiety.
Let me think. Might need to think. Well, I used to attend meetings with stakeholders, with like one of the senior people, just for her to jump in and be like, hey, no, she's trying to say this. Hey, by the way, it's this and that. But then I went from that to me being in those meetings alone to the point where one of the stakeholders was like, hey, we're going to trust your judgment. I'm like, me?
A whole of you?
Me? They're like, oh, by the way, Tanya was say that. Oh, they kept asking me questions. And then I was able to answer them confidently so without judging myself or doubting myself and everything. Because I used to be the type of person that says, oh, they're like, Tanya, what do you think of this? And I'd say, okay, I think this, but then let me go and ask this person. But now I was confidently able to say, no, you guys should do this. If you don't do this.
Okay, so now you can put your foot down.
Yes.
Okay, love that. You're now more assertive and confident in your work.
Yeah.
And then what are the most, I don't know, have you attended a lot of data analyst interviews? Or you were just one of the God's favorite where it's just one interview and then you're in?
All I need is to get the interview and I got the job. So,
Really?
No, I've never, I think in my whole life professionally, I've only attended 4 interviews.
For a data analyst role?
No.
Or it was...
The data analyst role was only once.
Okay. Oh, first time and it was a charm and then you were in. Okay. Anyway, what are your top 2 interview questions that you think a person that may be going to a data analyst, because I saw you even post the roles on TikTok and stuff back then, not anymore. I don't know why now. But yeah, the most 2 important interview questions that you think every person aspiring to be a data analyst should prepare for.
Your knowledge on whatever programming languages that you say you know. If you say you know Python, be prepared to answer questions around Python. My interview, they asked me, SQL is very basic. It's one of the easiest things. You're going to use it. Just know basic knowledge about SQL, how the query plan goes.
Yeah.
How it's executed. So I'm going to give you an example. You don't have to know it. So in SQL, you're going to select everything from this table where something is equals to this. You're probably thinking we start from there to the bottom. It's not that way. So how is the execution plan when that it's, I think I've got it. A lot of people have gotten that question. And then know a bit of SQL from the top of your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because it's the simplest.
Yeah, it's the simplest thing.
All right. And then another one, because you just gave us one. Python. Okay.
That's if you say you know Python. Whatever it is that you say you know, make sure you know the basics.
Okay. So basically be honest.
Yeah.
So if you're saying you know this, be able to reiterate it and explain it in a clear manner to the interviewers, right?
Yes.
And then how was your experience of the Microsoft exams?
Oh, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. Because another nice thing about the exams is that you get access to the documentation, the Microsoft Learn thing. So you're able to, if you're not sure about your answer, you're able to go to the documentation and search what you're looking for.
Okay.
So it makes things easier. Otherwise, no, they're not that bad.
They're not that bad. How did you prepare for them? Is there any special technique that you use to prepare for them?
I'm not much of a reader, so I don't go through the documentation. But what I do is I just find a person on YouTube that goes through the entire documentation using real life thingy examples.
Okay.
And after that, I just start with the questions. There's this other thing site. It's called Skillset Pro. You get access to about 20 exams. Then I just use that to practice.
Okay.
And by the time the day comes, I know what I'm talking about, and I can think a certain way. And most of these questions, sometimes they do come out.
Okay. So this, what did you say it was?
It's Skillset Pro, SKILLCERT.
Is it like an app? Is it a domain? Is it sold?
It's a website.
It's a website.
Sell it for $29.
Okay, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. And also you only have access to it for your until forever.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can share the thing if you have 3 of your friends, and then you guys can go half on it.
Okay, I have you now, so which means my exams I'm going to pass since I want to pivot.
You should.
Which was there any particular exam that was hard that you felt like, okay, this is hard to grasp, or
No.
you were able to like smooth sail?
I think my Power BI, it was kind of hard. So when I started working in 2023, I just got to work and like, hey, here's Power BI. Start
Okay.
working. I had to find my way around, learn as I go. And then I started working for a consulting company. So certifications in consulting are very important
Okay.
for business because if there's no business, we don't get paid. I'm joking. Company aval. So I thought I knew Power BI. I thought I have over a year of experience with Power BI until I actually started training, especially when it comes to security and everything. So
Yeah.
it gave me a run for my money. I think I underestimated it because
Okay.
I thought I've been working on it.
Okay. But I'm sure now you're better at it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're great at it.
Let's be modest.
Okay, cool. How did you? I saw a TikTok video where you were like, there's this meme that you used. Oh, it was yourself, and then the sound was giving. It was tough, right? But apparently, you graduated on record time while it's busy doing Java. How hard is Java?
Yo. Let me just say, I don't put it in my CV.
Why is it that tough?
Just to be honest, I passed that module with 51%.
Okay, but that's fair. You were over the line. It just you didn't land on 49.
It was hard. But I also think maybe it's because I was kind of playing. And me passing, it was actually me deciding on the last minute, like, hey, dude, it's either you're going to stay the entire year and come back next semester, and what are you going to do? And so it was kind of hard, but it wasn't that bad had I put in the effort. I don't think I put in much effort.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think most of the modules that you guys do, it's a matter of practicing a lot and studying quite a lot.
Practice and study. Our lecturer used to have this thing where he does negative marking. I know how
What does that even look like? What is negative
so
marking?
we would get our test would be structured in a way that you do the actual code. Then there's multiple choice questions, which is basically theory. There's theory in programming.
Okay.
But then we focus mostly on the programming. You
Okay.
forget what you're doing. Yes, I'm declaring this variable, but then why am I declaring it? That's where it comes in there. So
Theory,
he'd catch us there. And we knew how to code, but then we didn't know what we're doing.
Oh, you
basically.
didn't know how to explain it and put it in
Yeah.
theory, okay?
Why am I doing that? So
Okay.
he'd catch us there. Now you get like find yourself failing, but then you pass the
Oh, so you know the
programming
coding,
questions.
but you can't explain what it is, so I'm
Yeah.
going to mark you wrong for that.
Yes, I'm gonna deduct marks for you.
Okay. Oh, that's hectic. Okay. That being said, do you think university prepared you for the workplace?
It did. It actually did, especially those group assignments. You know how hard it is to do a programming project with a lot of people. Yeah.
How does it work? So because you guys work with like datas and stuff, does everyone go into that same thing and work on it, or you do
Currently
it
at work.
separately? Yeah.
Currently at work, we do it separately. We never have to. So far, I've never had to merge projects with someone else.
Okay.
But then if you do, then there's a cloud solution where you commit the things and then they merge the changes. That's if you're sure about your changes and
Okay.
everything. Because we're working on a database, they're quite strict about it.
Okay.
So you have to be sure about your change, and the other guys, they have to stop with whatever change that they're making, and then you make your change, then they come in.
Okay. All right.
So there's some systems put in place to avoid the whole collusion.
Okay. So you would say out of 10, how well did university prepare you?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. That's beautiful.
The one is for COVID. I struggled on the first year of me working because I started in 2020. So I was used to being at home and everything. And the whole transition of where I have to talk to people in person was kind of
Oh,
draining.
I see. Okay.
But,
So that's where it wasn't smooth sailing
Yeah.
for you. Okay, no, that's good. And then you're not a reader, right? You said you don't like reading a lot. Do you read books?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Top 3 recommendations of books that you think everybody must read, and top 3 podcasts that everyone should listen to.
The reading part, let me think. I read a lot of serious books. But then the ones that stood out for me, it's Lost Rider. I don't think that it's still there because I read this book in 2014 when I was in grade
Okay.
7. It just stuck in my mind. It's called Lost Rider.
Is it fiction or is it self-help?
I think it's more like a true story because it was about child trafficking in
Oh, okay.
in Somalia, I think. Yeah, it's
Oh, no, that's serious stuff.
Lost Rider. And then I'd also recommend, let me think. I'm just trying to find my faves. Shatter Me. I forgot the thingy. It's a series. If you
Okay.
just say Shatter Me, there's quite a lot. The series. I forgot the author. Then the third one, oh, a Roald Dahl book. Any Roald Dahl book. That's a fiction.
All right.
It's for kids. It's nice, but it's for kids.
Okay, I'm not a fiction reader, but it's fine. So as a first-time fiction reader, what would you recommend?
Any Roald Dahl book.
Okay.
It's a Roald Dahl, Dahl.
Okay, Roald Dahl.
Yes.
That's the author.
Yes.
Okay, so all his books, fiction, they're good.
They're good.
Is he funny, romantic?
Funny.
Okay.
It's very funny.
All right, and then podcasts that each person should listen to.
I don't really listen to podcasts.
Okay,
I don't.
you better start listening to this one.
I will. I have started and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, no, that's good. And then what do you think every aspiring data analyst should know?
In what sense?
In general, if you're going to go into that industry, maybe 3 core values that have carried you thus far.
Oh, your colleagues. Please, whatever it is that you do, don't step toes on your colleagues because they are your biggest asset in that thing, in the industry. They help you out with your work. They'll vouch for you when it comes to promotions and everything. So treat your colleagues like eggs, but boundaries.
Okay.
Boundaries. And also learn how to push back. Because you find yourself getting work that you're not supposed to be doing because you're just saying, yes, oh, it's fine. Don't learn how to push back in a nice way. Like, hey, no, please reach out to so-and-so.
Okay.
And everything. That too. And also be good at your job. Take your job seriously. Just take your job seriously. Don't have I don't get paid enough for this. You will be. It's an investment.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. And then what do you think is the most important skill that each person in the world, whether a data analyst, whether it's an Yvonne, but what do you think is the most important skill a person should have?
Being able to talk. I think I've seen that a lot. Just talk. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself because if you don't speak for yourself, no one else will. Yvonne's not going to come and say, no, Tandy will pick her. Tell them to pick me. Pick me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Basically, communication. I think you're the second person on the platform to say it's very important to know how to express yourself, stand up for yourself, and communicate. And then what is the season of your life? And why would you name it that?
Summer.
You know, actually, it feels like I was being psychic because I assumed that you're going to say summer because you're wearing orange. It's giving summery. So I literally was like crossing my fingers and like, she better say something summery. Yes. Why would you say it's summer?
Everything is just blooming, man. In all my aspects of life, everything's just blooming. I'm seeing all the hard work coming to life and my life is rosy, basically. Not like, I mean, we do get downs and stuff, but then currently the biggest part of my life is having a life that is being rosy. Yeah.
What has been the most fulfilling thing to happen in your career thus far?
Oh, getting my current employer. Oh, they are the best. Sorry, I can't disclose who they are.
I was about to say, put us on. We all want to go
a
work
very
there.
small company. But yeah, they are the most supportive people ever. It's just an amazing environment to work for. I say everyone that prays for a job, they must pray for an environment that is like where I am at right now. That's the most fulfilling thing ever.
Yeah, a healthy work environment.
Yes. Oh my goodness, please pray for a healthy environment. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. And then do you guys work from home or work from wherever or at the office?
We are hybrid.
Okay.
So you just have to decide whether you want to go to the office or not. We're supposed to be in the office once a week,
Okay.
but then it's not compulsory. Because remember, some of us have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning at times and everything. So it's not really that enforced. Though it is very important to actually go to the office to get out of your space and to engage with people.
Yes, with other people.
So we are hybrid. Mola remote but hybrid.
Okay. All right. No, love that. And then your parting words of encouragement to a person that's searching a job out there and they feel down and out.
You know, job hunting is like lottery. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we all had you just need that one win and don't give up. It's coming. You know, the more you try, the higher your probability of getting that job. I know it's very demotivating and everything. It gets better. It does get better. All you need is that one person to say yes.
Okay.
And just so you know it, I think I'm sitting with about, I don't know how many emails of we reject. And it's only been 4 emails in my entire career that said, we are pleased and here's an offer letter. So yeah, it does get better.
Okay, love that. And what would you say was that one important thing that you applied when you were searching for jobs that kept you going?
On my job search?
Yes, during your job search, what was that one thing that gave you the thing to keep pushing and pushing?
I think it was my mom. She'd just say, it'll be all right. I remember in 2023, I was facing unemployment literally a month before my graduate program ends. And nothing was coming. Nothing was just, it was me waking up to regret to inform you and everything. But my mom was like, it's going to be okay. And then I just kept going. And I would literally just apply and apply and apply. And while applying, every role would have its own CV. So I'd go and change. Whatever it is that I see on the job spec, I put it in my CV to pass the ATS system and everything. But my mom's saying it's going to be fine. I knew it's going to be fine. It was quite stressful though.
Okay, so a great support system.
Yes.
Yeah. And then thank you so much for honoring my invite. This was nice. And it was very challenging. So, liskan jaja Lina.
You were good.
It was quite challenging because language and coding is a bit tough, but I did learn a couple of things. And I think in the era that we're going into AI and all of that, it is very important that everybody is informed regarding technology and all of that. And I think I love what you said when you said sometimes you go on YouTube and look for people that actually have done that and you watch the videos. So now instead of just scrolling on TikTok or whatever the case may be, go on YouTube, find out if you can learn how to be a data analyst at home. And then when you have the money, then get the certifications, then you should be good. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll forward them to her. And then if she has capacity, she will answer. If not, you will have to do your own research. Happy Employment Wednesdays. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And it's all love and light. Thank you.